Yeah, hi everybody, Stephen here. Just want to talk to you today about different types of shoes that you can wear in the gym. So, I'll start in the center because we're going to work our way out. This first shoe, for lack of a better phrase, let's call this a cross trainer. A cross trainer you can use for your weightlifting, your running, your cycling, pretty much anything that you want to do in the gym. This has a lot to do with the sole of the shoe. It's padded, not so much that you'll be falling over when you're walking around, but enough that it's absorbing some impact, meaning when you go for a run or a walk, you step on a stone, you're not going to feel it in your foot, and you'll be able to run and your knees aren't going to knock together or crumple under the center of gravity that you have. The next shoe that you're going to be looking at is your running shoe. Now, with the running shoe, what you should note is that it's got a slightly thicker sole. Don't be fooled, this is just a slightly smaller shoe. A slightly thicker sole than a walking shoe. And it's got a slight curve as it heads towards the toe. That's to help you spring off your toes as you run to maintain or improve your speed. The next thing you need to look at is the type of foot you have, whether your foot pronates, is neutral, or supinates when you walk, because that affects the type of running shoe that you will need. Over here, we have a cycling shoe. Good luck trying to do anything other than cycling in these. It'll be very funny to watch from the outside, very difficult to do when it's you. Working our way back this way, here you've got a flat shoe. Now these become very fashionable to wear in the gym. People are wearing Air Force Ones, they're flat Nikes, they're Jordans, Vans. They are great for lifting weights. And that again has to do with the sole. That's simply because it is flat, there's minimal padding, so it gives you great balance, especially because you're doing static movements, not dynamic like running or walking. Heading down this way again, you have your Olympic weightlifting shoe. These are great for squats and overhead motions because it provides impeccable balance, especially with the slight elevation of the heel at the back, which forces you onto your toes. Now that being said, you want to be using both of these types of shoes in the gym when it comes to your weightlifting. Again, this you want to use for your overhead motions and your squatting, and this you want to be using for things like deadlifting. The reason being, it's squatting that has a lot to do with your dorsiflexion, so your ability to push your knees over your toes. Now that is aided as your toes leave the floor. The problem is you need something to support your heel. Hence why you want to use an Olympic weightlifting shoe, because it already naturally elevates the heel. When it comes to the flat sole, however, that gives you a benefit when it comes to deadlifting, because with deadlifting, the key, as many of us well know, is keeping the bar as close to your center of gravity as possible. Meaning you need to pull backwards, not just up. Meaning you need to lean back on your heel. That is very difficult to do when your heel is elevated. Whereas with the flat, you have the full ability to do so.